diving dive, sending her stern hundreds of feet into the air, before finally roaring into the depths. Other Titanic survivors who made it off the ship include Arthur John Priest and Archie June. Jessop traveled the world twice on Belgian-Inland. In 1920, Jessop rejoined the White Star Line workforce before switching to Red Star Line and then back to Royal Mail Line. Jessop took 2 trips around the world on Belgian-Inland, Red Star's biggest ship. During her employment, Jessop married fellow White Star Line steward John James Lewis Webb. She was 36 years old. Lewis had experience on both the RMS Majestic and the Olympic. The couple separated about a year later. She moved into retirement at Great Ashfield, Suffolk. In 1950, Jessop claimed to have gotten a call from a woman on a stormy night many years after she had retired, asking if she had saved her baby on the night the Titanic sank. Jessop responded, "Yes." The voice then laughed and stated, "I was that baby." Before hanging up, John Maxton Graham, her friend and biographer, said it was probably some local kids making a prank on her. "No, John, I hadn't mentioned that story to anyone before I told you now," she retorted. Records show that Hassan Thomas was the sole child in Lifeboat 16. He was given to Edwina Trout and later reunited with his mother on the Carpathia. Congestive heart failure caused Jessop's death in 1971 at the age of 83. Subscribe.